Hit it.
Howdy and good morning. Welcome to Jay Thomas Radio and his Oklahoma News Review, where we take a few minutes frolicking through the news here in the great state of Oklahoma. Now set back a spell and enjoy the vocal warblings of Jay Thomas. Take it away, Jay.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you very much. We're taking it. Oh, man. Still no word from the people concerning the Harbor homeless shelter yesterday. There's a little bit more news on that. Yeah, welcome. Welcome back to the Jay Thomas radio program. Okay. Let's calm that down. Now, I want you to listen to this because this has to do with the story yesterday of the Harbor, well, the homeless in general here in Oklahoma, more specifically in Tulsa. So let's take that away.
So in this particular case, your continuum of cares are both city-based continuum of
Meaning
cares.
Tulsa.
So we're only talking about within that. But to appreciate, you also, I think, share similar qualities in that there are not robust services in your outlying areas or in your kind of immediate region. And so many individuals who experience homelessness in those are going to be brought or come into the...
Did you get that? Many of the individuals who are experiencing homelessness, meaning, and I'm not disparaging anybody, but these people have issues, they're going to be brought into, and she does this, they'll be brought into or come into the Tulsa area. So they are bringing people in. And these two, the Kaiser and the Zarrow foundations, these two foundations are flipping this bill for a lot of money. They have like $17 million so far going towards that low barrier. Remember the low barrier place? To get that up and running, but they want $30 million a year. That's the scuttlebutt. They want $30 million in taxpayer money per year to fund this. You know what one of the biggest scams is in California? The homeless foundations. The big homeless industrial complex. They've gone through billions of dollars. We don't have billions of dollars. They have ruined San Francisco. They've ruined San Francisco. Tulsa's not San Francisco. Tulsa does not have the money San Francisco has. San Francisco used to be a very nice place. It is empty, and it has homeless drug addicts everywhere. If you look at Bill O'Reilly, just went out there and took a look, and he couldn't believe it. It is empty. We used to go to this place on the wharf. Fisherman's. It had been there for 100 years on Fisherman's Wharf. It was it starts with an A. I can't remember the name. Doesn't matter. We used to go there every time we would go out there, and it got worse and worse and worse. And it closed up. It's gone. It's not there anymore. After 100 or 125 years, it couldn't take it. And Tulsa is not San Francisco. You do not have that kind of money, Tulsa. And these people are starting this little investment, and they plan $30 million a year coming out of the city funds for homeless that they are going to bring in to the center, to Tulsa. That was from the Council of Public Work Committee back in February 25th. I think I brought this up on February 25th when they had this. And this is from Snarkio. He has his handle is Snarkio on X. SNARKIO, Snarkio. And he has a lot of good stuff. I am telling you, you can't afford to be San Francisco. You are not San Francisco, Tulsa. And they are treating you like San Francisco, and you're going to end up like San Francisco. This is not good. I'm trying to get an answer from the City Care people, from the Zorro Foundation, these people, and from Tulsa World, our friend Kevin Canfield at Tulsa World, who was there at the meeting. And my simple question is, what are the requirements of these people who are going to come into this low barrier homeless shelter, which means that they were kicked out of other homeless shelters? This low barrier doesn't mean small walls, people. And this is up by Gilcrease, north, and just north of this place. And this is the old juvenile hall, and the juvenile hall was a lockdown. This is not going to be a lockdown. They are going to be bringing in homeless people who have all sorts of problems into that neighborhood. In that neighborhood, there's some nice homes, and there's some middle class homes, and there's some struggling homes. But these people have kids, and these people have lives, and I don't want to disrupt their lives, like I don't want my life disrupted if it came in my neighborhood. We all should be watching out for this stuff all over, because it's going to grow out from where they're putting this. So that's the first. That's my update with that. And I want to thank Snarkio for putting this up and letting me use it. I'm telling you, this is not good. And there's a lot of not good things going on. This is like the good, the bad, and the ugly again. I don't know. I should play that. I'm going to try to incorporate that into the music. But here we go. While they're doing this, and the lady who's a part of that, who's actually the city council member of that area where the harbor's going in, is on this thing. This is the headline. Council passes moratorium. Moratorium on what? Well, data centers. And I know everybody hates data centers because data centers are the new thing to hate. But they're coming. Data centers are coming. You might not like what I'm saying, but they're coming. The people that own the data centers, these large corporations with literally trillions of dollars, okay, are coming. We have to do this smart, okay? We have to be smart about this. They're going to areas in Oklahoma, and they are taking big chunks of money, let's say $12 billion, and they're showing this to the mayors of small towns going, hey, we got $12 billion to spend on this. What mayor of a small town is going to say, nope, we don't want to have work or $12 billion. We don't want to have the tax money that this brings in. We want to stay a one-horse town. Not one of them will do that. They will literally sell you out, because even if they get voted out, they're going to have a job with Google, Googleplex, whoever, putting these data centers in, because these data centers are going to go in. So we can do this smart, or we can do this stupid. Here's the stupid way of doing it. So here it is. The headline is Council passes moratorium, and it's from Kevin Canfield, our old friend Kevin. Apparently he writes every story at the Tulsa World, and he's everywhere. So what did they do? Well, I'm going to read this. Okay, here's from the Tulsa World. Tulsa City Councilors on Wednesday voted unanimously to implement a moratorium on construction of data centers that could extend until the end of the year. It's a one-year moratorium. I am grateful to my colleagues for really nuanced discussion. When they start with that, it's just garbage. I do think this is a good starting point. Learning a lot more, doing what we can to put guardrails, and doing what we can to protect people. She just doesn't mean it. That's all. That's Laura Bellis, the same one that wants to bring drug-addled, violent people into your neighborhood. And I'm also not someone who's going to let the perfect be the enemy of the good. No. Okay, so what did they do? They brought this 9-year-old girl, Violet Schaus, and she spoke in support of them. Of course they did. She had this cute little kid come up, and she's 9, and she supposedly wrote this. Listen to this. Yes, this is her. Yes, building the data center would give people jobs. No one helped her with this. Construction is temporary, Shills said. Even the largest data centers only employ fewer than 150 permanent workers. How did she know that? Sometimes they employ as few as 25. That's not many jobs. Yeah, but there's going to be a lot of tax money coming out of that. So, but the point is they get a 9-year-old up there, and Mayor 5 Cent says this, that there has been a lot of discussion around the moratorium, and that he would decide whether to sign it once the moratorium makes it to his desk, because that's the only thing he can do. You know, and they went back and forth with legal counsel, but this is typical. What they want moratorium to say this. Here it is. Where'd it go? This is her. This is this is Bellis again. This is about being fact-based, not fear-based, and acknowledging that this is an industry that's all around us. It's here anyway, and it's just about updating our zoning code. It is not. They're trying to stop it because, you know, if it goes on 2 years, they'll just move on to somewhere else, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of happy people. I wouldn't want a big data center plopped down right next to my farmhouse. I really wouldn't. But it's coming. They are going to go somewhere else, right down the street, Sand Springs, over here. They're going to go over there. And they're going to say, hey, we'll give you, we'll stick it out here in the middle of the woods, and we're going to give you a bunch of money, and people are going to suck it up. So we have to be smart. And I'm telling you, this councilwoman is not smart, and neither is Mayor Nickel. And the 9-year-old is probably smarter than both of them put together, but they got her up there to say this so everybody will go, And here's what they're doing this moratorium on is this. Hold on, where did it? Hold on one second. Okay, the counselor Bellis has expressed concern that the data centers, particularly as it relates to their noise levels, there's no real noise levels of the data centers, are misclassified in the city's zoning code as low-impact industrial use rather than moderate impact. This is so full of garbage. They want to know if it generates noticeable off-site impacts in terms of noise, smoke, particulate matter, odors, and vibration. They didn't care any of that about that when they're putting up the windmills. Nothing. Put the windmills up. You want to see vibration? Go near one of those windmills at night. Holy crap, man. That goes right through you. So we're going to have to be, this is something that's going to impact you people, because if they go somewhere else, you're not going to get the benefit of the money, and there's still going to be big ugly boxes somewhere else where you don't want to drive by them. I really don't want these data centers anywhere, but they're going to be here, so we have to be smart. This is aggravating. It just is. And then we have, of course, Governor Stitt, and he's talking about the Alan Armstrong to fill the Senate vacancy, and I'm not real happy about this. Again, Armstrong might be the nicest guy in the world, and he definitely knows about energy, but he is the reason why he picked him is because he's not political. That's dangerous. If he doesn't know, he can be led around by the nose by all these politicians. They know what they're doing. This guy's like, well, I don't know. I know about permitting, and I know about oil. And he's going to get, we better lead him around by the nose instead of the other party. Now, here's something that's interesting. Adam Kinzinger, and I think we all know who he is. He gave money to Adam Kinzinger, and people are up in arms about that. But this is actually, Stitt's actually right here. He said the guy was on the House Energy, meaning Adam Kinzinger, The guy was on the House Energy and Commerce Committee, so obviously an oil and gas guy and a pipeline guy is going to give him money. That's true. He probably didn't know Adam from Adam and just wrote him a check. So that's done all the time. I'm just, I'm worried about this guy not being political and being used by Stitt. And Stitt wants his illegals, and this guy wants the construction, and they're going to hire illegals in the construction. That's what Stitt wants. He doesn't care about it. He doesn't care about paying you. That's for sure. Stitt has showed his hand on that. So I'm worried about. And again, Trump takes Mullen away from us, puts him in a job that could be given to a lot of other people. And he whittles down the Senate another freaking person. And it's just aggravating. I don't understand this. I really don't understand the whole thing. But, we have to, it is what it is, so we're going to have to freaking deal with it. And I'm pissed because, as far as I can see, Trump is doing an absolutely zero on the Leering centers, or the fraud in California, or the fraud in Maine. I don't see it. Do you see it? I hate to say this. I don't see it. I really don't see it. It's aggravating, and I don't like saying it, but I don't see it. I'm looking around here for another story. Look, we will be right back. We're going to take a really short break, and we're going to come back with a little bit more. And we're back. Get ready, because your Oklahoma legislature has now made it legal to use human poop as fertilizer. I'm not kidding you. They're advancing this bill yesterday, and today, this is from yesterday. This is Jim Shaw for Oklahoma. It's from his website, or his X site at Shaw for Oklahoma. He says, so this was my day today. Today, the House advanced HB 3660, a bill to legalize the use of compost human bodies as fertilizer, and it also would make it. It would make it. What is it? What do they call it here? Hold on. It's called manure. Manure. Oof. Whoa. All right, listen to this. The guy that's, I don't know if this guy's proposing it, but you got to see this. You got to see this guy's face. Anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Representative, I just got to ask, do you really believe that human remains, or even my favorite subject, human poop, are okay as compost or fertilizer? Do you really believe that?
In this situation, yes.
No, I'm sorry. That's not true. No. Human remains and human poop are not good fertilizer makers. Oh, man. So we have that going for us. That's good. Good deal. Jeez. This is something else. Really, just insanity. There are some things going on in Oklahoma we really got to keep an eye on. I'm looking for this other thing, and this is, okay. This goes to what I was talking about with this homeless thing. This is Bill O'Reilly and that idiot Como, and listen to Bill O'Reilly. Listen to what he's saying. This is San Francisco, a place where multi-billionaires live. Listen to this.
You know who sells the narcotics down here in San Francisco and in Oakland? Honduran drug gangs who are here illegally. You know who protects them? The sanctuary laws of San Francisco and California.
That's coming here.
They strut around armed to the teeth, okay, knowing that no one on the federal level can bother them.
This is coming here. And Bill O'Reilly is walking down these streets of San Francisco, and there are homeless people with needles hanging out of their neck and arms laying on the street. This is coming to Tulsa. You don't think so? Continue listening to these people at the Zorro Foundation and Ruth, was it Ruth? Ruth Kaiser. Now listen to the rest of this.
Okay? Because the state and the city won't cooperate, as almost every state does with joint task force. California won't do it. So Honduran drug gangs in this country illegally are fueling a massive fentanyl crisis that has destroyed the city of San Francisco, and the mayor knows it, and the governor knows it, and Pelosi knows it, and Kamala Harris knows it, and they never did anything about it.
That's coming here. Stitt doesn't want to do anything about the illegals. Mayor 5 Cent wants more homeless people here. Mayor 5 Cent doesn't do anything about. I mean, look at Robert in Tulsa. Look at his feed on X. It has one illegal alien released from jail after another, one after another after another after another. They're not holding any illegals, and they're not giving them to ICE. They're releasing them back into the streets here in Tulsa, in blood red Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is coming. This is why this is important. I mean, listen to this lady. Listen to what she says.
Talking about within that, but to appreciate.
You
also, I think, share similar qualities in that there are not robust services in your outlying areas or in your kind of immediate region.
Yeah.
And so many individuals who experience homelessness in those are going to be brought.
And this is what she does. This is going to be brought here. Okay. All right. I'm just we have to keep an eye on this, and we're not keeping an eye on it. You know, we're dealing with idiots. I got an idiot yesterday or today on YouTube, my YouTube channel, saying that it was the Jews who took down the Twin Towers. What? First, it was the Saudis. Remember, back in the day, it was the Saudis, and then Bush let the Saudis go back into Saudi Arabia, and he didn't keep them here. And now it's the Jews. It was Islamists, insane Islam, 19 of them, and box cutters, and they flew those planes into the buildings, and those buildings caught on fire. And the way that this it was tube within tube construction. The way that the weak parts of the construction would hold the floors on, and the floors just collapsed on each other. And good thing they did, and they didn't go like this. Thank God, because there would have been more people dead. And they have the idiots saying that Charlie Kirk's wife killed him with help of Mossad. And you have Joe Kent, and you got Candace Owens, and you got Tucker frickin' Carlson saying just garbage, and everybody's mind is wrapped up. And in the meantime, the leering centers are still leering. California is still stealing billions. Maine, we're being raped by just everybody financially, stealing trillions. And we're worried about we're being torn apart by these bullshit games on X and on TikTok and everywhere else. Epstein files, 9/11, the Kirk assassination. We watched them put together the case against this idiot. It was Tyler Robinson. We watched them put the case together. They're looking for him. They got this guy. They got this piece of evidence. Bang, bang, bang. Boom. They got him. His parents said, "You got to turn yourself in, son." But no, it's Mossad. It's the Jews. It's Israel. Because we're stupid. These people are being paid by somebody, and I have an idea that the people paying them Rhymes with China. China. So we have a lot of crap on our plates, and we have to be smart about it. And so far, we're not smart. I'm sorry, we're just not smart. We're not being smart about any of this stuff. I'm not happy about it. It's just really aggravating. We're gonna take off. Have a good Thursday. I got some things to do, and then I'll be back. I'm gonna do a thing on Candace Owen and all this garbage. I don't want to do a thing on Candace Owen. I don't want to do a thing on Tucker frickin' Osborne Jr. Chatsworth Osborne Jr. How useless. I used to bring my little girl down. I would bring her downstairs. Like, come here, Frankie. Watch this. This guy is really good. He is. She was like 13, and he nails it on the head. This is when Tucker's saying our politicians don't care about us, and they don't care about this nation, and he was right. And now, because he was fired from Fox or whatever, he's just gone nuts. So we have that to worry about. We got a lot of things, and hopefully we'll go down these roads together. Going live and stuff, that's sort of on hold right now because we've just run into. I can't believe the crap. I don't believe it's this hard. But I don't have a lot of money, so that's one of the big things that are keeping it up. Is that I'm trying to work within a budget, and my budget is not so big. Anyway, we'll be back. We'll be back at least tomorrow. Keep an eye on stuff here in Oklahoma because they're trying to do stupid crap. Human poop as fertilizer? $30 million a year for homeless? What do you think you are, California? Bye, people. Till next time. God bless.